Good morning and welcome back to WeAreNeo. Today we prepare the property for the electricity and water pipes, and for that we're gonna dig a long canal with Paul's backhoe, and he's already working on it. So first we had to move the stones out of the way again because I put them in the wrong place. Because in the beginning I wanted to put the power lines through the middle of my property, but then I decided to put it right there at the border. So now we put it right in front of the container because I want to have some gravel there later anyway. So Paul is digging a big canal until the container, and that's where the electricity should go into the container, and also the water pipe for my outdoor kitchen. And now we have to dig a long canal, 50 meters. It was quite difficult to dig so close to the border of my property, but I wanted to save as much space as possible for the houses later. That's how it looks 2 hours later. The canal is almost finished. All the way to the front border of my property. Everything is full of roots again because of the hedge, so I have to pull out the roots by hand. And here we're gonna dig a hole for the power pole, for the electric meter, I was already in the hardware store this morning and bought all the materials for the water pipes and the electricity, and also for the electricity pole I want to build. Because I'm still waiting for the permits, but I thought I can already build the pipes. So as soon as I get the permits, I just have to connect everything, and then I have finally water and electricity in my property. So let's see what I have bought. So I already bought all the water pipes, 11 times 6 meter. And this is the pole for the electric meter. And here are some connectors for the metal. And those are all the connectors for the water pipes. And in between I'm gonna put some faucets, so I have water all over my property. Now we just have to connect everything. So I got me some help today. This is my electrician and his son. His name is Jesus, meaning Jesus, which means I literally get some help from Jesus today. And we're installing the electric pole. Is to climb up the tree now. Shit, it's stuck. If you want to have electricity here, you need a 6 meter pole and the box for the electric meter. This is the box where the electric meter is going to be installed. And the pipe is going down into the concrete pipe. And then the metal pipe goes through to the other side through a hole. And this we fill up with concrete now, which should be stable enough. They are mixing the concrete now in the wheelbarrow. And then he has to throw it into the pipe. That's how it looks finished. There the cables come in. And then through the pipe into the electric meter. And there's also a fuse. And then through the metal pipes into the concrete. And then they come out on the other side through a right angle pipe. So we still have to lay the cables. And the connection to the other side is gonna be done by the municipality or where I get my electricity. But the rest you have to do yourself here in Costa Rica. And then laying all the pipes all the way to my container. Yesterday I was shopping again in Santa Cruz and bought all the cables directly at Costa, which is the power provider here, but it was really expensive. And then all the plastic pipes for the power lines and the fuse box. And now we're gonna put everything together. So we already connected the green cable, which is the ground, which goes through the small pipe all the way down and will be connected to the metal stick, which goes directly into the ground. And the white box is for the inspector, so he can check if everything is correct. And you can open the lid. And the other three cables we're going to run through the plastic pipes all the way to my container. That's where the cables will come out and into the plastic pipes, which we still have to connect. And the pipes are connected with those plastic connections, which will be put together so there's no soil getting in. Now he's gonna stick the plastic pipes together with this PVC glue, so they will stay together and there's no water or dirt coming in. Passt. That's how the other side looks like. And here we go around the corner. But I had to dig again because I thought there's also a 45-degree curve, but there's only a 90-degree curve. So I had to change it a little bit. And here it will go inside of the container. We drilled right through it. That's the other side. That's how it looks finished. We already connected the cables. The white is the ground and the other one's black and red. Unfortunately, we had to install the fuse box upside down because the white cable was just too short. It barely fits. Even though I measured everything before, the white cable was just shorter than the other ones. Probably they don't measure correctly. So you should always buy a little bit longer, which I already had calculated in, but because I had to change the curve outside, that was exactly the ½ meter missing, but I think it's okay. And the small pipe is for the internet cable and will also go into a box. And inside there is a small metal wire. So when I get the connection, I just have to pull it through. That's how it looks on the other side now. So the cables go right into the ground and then around the corner. So we already put back some soil so the pipes cannot move. That's how it looks in the front now. We already connected the cables. So the white cable is the ground, which is connected with the green one, which goes down. And we gave it a little bit of space on purpose in case you have to change something. Now it's just missing the electric meter, and then I have finally power. Today the monkeys came back, this time in the front. There's a baby monkey. Yesterday I finished laying down the water pipes. It starts here, where the water meter of the city is gonna go. They only provide the water until your property, and the rest you have to do yourself. And here I put in a little switch, so you can turn off the water for the whole property if you want to repair something. And it goes all the way back. And here I put some little branches with a T-piece, which are going into the ground. That's where I'm gonna put a faucet. So that's where the houses will be later. So I don't have to touch the main pipe anymore. So I just have to cut it on this side and then can reconnect it. And at the end, it goes up next to my container, because that's where the kitchen is supposed to be, but I'm not sure yet where exactly I'm gonna put the sink. That's why I just put this end piece with this plug, so no animals can go in. And as soon as I get the electricity, I can finally start to build the roof for the container, where I'm gonna build a little kitchen and the workbench, and then connect it to the water. So that's it with today's episode. I'm on top of my container right now, and behind me you can see the view from up here of my whole property, which is kind of nice. So thank you for watching. Please leave me a like or a comment down below. And in the next episode I will continue with the water and electricity lines, and I will get my connections. And here you can watch the last episode again, where I explain how I came up with my channel name WeAreNeo and what it has to do with the movie The Matrix. So until next time, pura vida.